Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show. Going.
Tiger.
Dark-sided. This movie's dark-sided.
My favorite thing, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast because I don't know if we've brought up dork-sided.
I'm sure we have. You have.
Psychics and gargoyles, that wife swap or whatever was such a big deal. It was so ridiculous. This woman, very Christian woman got wife swapped with a pagan woman, and it was this whole thing. She freaks out. She is like, we're not taking the money, whatever, because they get paid at the end of it for okay. How wife swap used to go is that you would get money you would switch, the wives would switch spots, and then you would get $40,000 or something. But the catch was that this mom that switched gets to decide what you do with the money. So
What do you mean the one that they both switch?
I'm saying the switched moms, they get to decide for
what
the switched family. Yeah.
So one for the other.
Yeah.
They each.
Yeah. Sometimes they would get really upset because they'd be like, oh, I'm going to use this money to pay off all of our debt or whatever. And the mom would be like, oh, you're going to put it in a trust fund for your kid or whatever. Right. And they'd be livid about it. Or, it'd be the opposite. They'd be like, I want to take this money and use it for my kids. And they'd be like, you're actually going to take it and put it towards something else. And they'd be like, what the fuck? I don't know if they actually had to do that, but whatever.
I'm going to say something controversial here.
Yeah.
Reality television is toxic and abusive.
But we are going to watch an episode of Hoarders after this, right?
Probably.
Anyway,
at least one.
So at the end of the episode, she freaks out. I think her name is Marjorie or Marguerite. Marguerite. That's what her name is. Marguerite.
Gay.
She freaks out. She loses her shit. She's like, this woman isn't Christian. We're not taking their money. It's dark-sided and all this shit. She's rebuking people and kicking the camera crew out and being like, no one should be,
This is my house. I want no money. I want nothing. I want my God and I want my family. This is tainted. I don't want it. Whatever it is, it's tainted. Whatever it is you give it me, I give it up to God. I'm a God warrior, and I don't want someone with tainted anything in beliefs doing anything with my family. Get out! Get out. I want these crew members leaving. Get these ear sets off of me. I've had enough. Gargoyles, psychics, everything's ungodly. Dark-sided.
I'm glad you're home.
Get the hell out of my house. In Jesus' name, I pray. I've had enough.
Alma, just sit. Mom, come sit with us.
Did you talk about astrology?
No.
Did you get hypnotized by her?
Great. So it blew up on TikTok. The sound blew up on TikTok 20 years later, pretty much. But I found out that this God warrior Christian woman, unfortunately, this is like a very tragic thing. One of her daughters and her granddaughter were killed in a car accident, like a couple years after the wife swap episode. And after that, she basically completely changed. And now she's like, goes to pride events. She
found out she was like a gay icon or something, right?
She was like, when I was going through a horrible time, like the gay community was actually, like queer community, the LGBTQ community was supportive of me while I was going through this. And I didn't, and she changed, and now she like goes to pride events. She's like a big advocate for queer people. And and she'll have fun. I think she made a video one time using the sound on TikTok and stuff. Like, just, it's one of those very, very rare cases where someone goes through something and it completely changes them and they become a better person. And so I love it. Like, because she has fun with it too. Like, it's not one of those things where she's like, I don't ever want to, she knows that it has, I don't know. It just makes me happy. Like, it's a very rare case of someone that is completely dogmatic and Christian flipping their tune when they actually are around queer people. Like, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, you just didn't know. Okay. Great.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's like Tammy Faye Baker.
Exactly.
Jim J. Bullock.
Yep. Well, their kid's gay, right? That's part of it, right? Isn't
the
their
Bakers?
Kid? Yeah.
I don't know if they had a gay kid. I know that they had one kid that became an addict or alcoholic.
Oh, okay.
But then became a preacher.
Oh. I didn't know that.
You could be right, though.
I just remember I watched like a documentary on her, and someone said, like, if a nuclear blast happened, two people, like, the Roaches would be there and Tammy would be there or something. I'm like, and they meant it as a compliment.
Oh, okay.
Which is so fucking funny to me. I'm like, that's not so fucking. They're like, they were basically referring to her as being extremely resilient.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, wow, okay.
I can't remember if I've actually seen the Eyes of Tammy Faye. The first one.
The documentary, you mean?
Right.
Or, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what I watched. But I don't remember.
I remember that being not a straightforward documentary.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I mean, nonfiction, but not like straightforward narrative. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's been a long time, so.
Wasn't he was he a rapist or something? Or Jim Baker, did he do like, what did he do?
He did a lot of cheating.
Okay.
And then, he was one of the guys that had like a meltdown on camera.
Oh, hot. Love that.
Or like, I remember there's something about him being in the fetal position under his desk or something. I don't think that was on camera, but
yeah. Couldn't be.
They also started to build a theme park that never opened. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, if you weren't around for them, it's hard to explain.
Would you ever go to the Creation Museum with me, or the Creationism?
I would go, but I wouldn't pay for it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. No, I hear that.
And not on principle, but I mean, not out of some kind of like, I don't want to give those people money, which I don't.
Yeah, but also
I just don't want to spend money.
Yeah. No.
For something that's at best going to be
can you? I have to pee.
Oh, yeah.
Say again. What the fuck did you?
It looks like you were correct. Jessica Hahn alleged that Jim Baker and PTL Club co-host John Wesley Fletcher drugged and sexually assaulted her, and then they paid her $280,000 for her silence.
Yeah, the only reason I know anything about that is you will be surprised. Lingua ignota.
Not terribly surprised.
Exactly.
It would have been my first guess, but
Right. Yeah. There's quite a few themes in her because she is, well, Lingua Ignota was a project, and
Right.
now she's doing a different project. But in the course
Reverend.
Reverend Kristen Michael Hayter, which is just her name. That's her name.
First name Reverend.
Yep. In the course of Lingua Ignota, like most of the themes was like religion and abuse and sexual assault and all of that stuff. So very on brand, as you might say. But yeah, like there was a lot, like she's great about putting in like recordings or like sound bites of like testimony or like someone saying something, you know, so it's really interesting. But I was like, huh, what's this about? I'm like, I don't, and I looked it
Jessica
up.
Hahn is one of those names that, because I was young enough, that is just in there with like,
Is she like an actress or something?
oh, I don't think so.
How do you know her young enough? What do you mean?
Well, she was just a name in the news,
Okay.
but associated with a scandal. So like,
Okay.
somebody else, like, what was her name? Fawn Hall, or oh god, who was the guy? There was a guy who ran for president, and he
Ross Perot? Just kidding.
had to end his candidacy because this affair came out. Just, you know,
Yeah.
back when that kind of thing would end a political career.
Yeah.
So like the late 80s, early 90s.
Could you imagine, like, the people back then, something like this coming out back when there wasn't the same level of proof that there would be today?
Yeah, right.
And someone just being like, that's fake news. That never happened.
Right.
Like, the way that it's kind of wild that the more proof exists, the easier it is for someone to say that it didn't happen. Because
I mean, it's all part of the...
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's a wild sort
Do
of
you remember
thing. Like,
this
an
was-
accusation used to be able to, like, even if it was proved to be false, used to end a career. All
It
you
could,
would have
yeah.
to do is say,
Well, I mean-
this happened. It come out that it was a
That
blatant
was
lie.
cancel culture.
What?
Cancel culture.
Well, that's what's funny about it, is like that kind of used to be true. It's not true anymore,
Right.
and yet people cling to it like it is, and it's
Do you remember-
fascinating.
I'm saying it this way because it wasn't that long ago, but it was such a relatively brief moment, and it predated the AI moment
Yeah,
that we're still in.
yeah.
The fear around deepfakes.
Oh yeah. And everybody being like, you won't be able to tell. And
Yeah.
something that a friend brought up, or I can't remember. Like, basically, the same technology that lets it happen will also tell you if it's a deep
Yeah,
fake. So
right.
like, there's not really any risk involved. And the same with like AI. Like,
Right.
the stuff that people what I find.
But the fear mongering around it is intentional in that it
Yeah.
makes you question your reality.
Yes. Well, this is the thing. This is what I feel about AI is that, like, it is alarming, the AI that people believe. Mm-hmm. That is very obviously not real, because it's like uncanny valley, like too
Yeah,
many
right.
things that can't happen are happening together. And people will be like, this is amazing. I can't believe this is real. And it's not. And you're like, okay, wow, whatever. But to me, that's a little bit less scary than someone being able to say, when something is real, just being like, that's obviously AI.
Yeah.
And just, people then questioning whether something's real. When it is real, it's been proven real, but then being like, well, it's AI and that's how they get you, they're just going to convince you it's real. And that's the part that freaks me out.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
And both are.
Because I think something being AI and you being like, oh, that's AI, and someone being like, oh, I thought it was real. It's like, right, but like, it's not. So that's that. Someone believing it
Despite.
feels less scary because it just means they're gullible.
Uh-huh.
Someone being gullible, it is scary. I'm not saying it's not scary,
Sure.
but it's like lots of people are gullible. Lots of people fall for
Sure.
and it's been happening for years and years and years. This is not a new phenomenon that people will fall for. This
Right.
is how scams happen. This is how, scammers get your bank info. This is how people get, like I told you about that person that
The Brad Pitt lady?
no, oh God, but that's hilarious. That was, oh God, that is an example. But this person who was like on Discord,
Oh, yeah.
and someone was just like, your Discord has been locked. And they were like messaging her, like,
on Discord.
it was, yes, they were messaging her on Discord, but from like a regular account. And they were
Right.
saying, I work for the official Discord. And they got, like, she was posting about it. Like, she made a TikTok or something. And she was like, watch out for this scam. And people were like, I fear this is a you thing. They're like, who would fall for this? Like, everything
Right.
that she was saying, like, from the get-go, she's like, someone said my Discord was locked. And it's like, they're contacting you from Discord. So obviously that's not true. So, like, there we go. Second of all, it wasn't an official Discord. It was just some random
guy's name.
account. And they were like, I work for Discord, number 2. Number 3, they were like, I need your banking info
Yeah.
so that I can
Unlock your
and
account?
she did it.
Yeah.
And she was like, watch out. And everyone's like, girl, you might be just really stupid. You don't need AI for that shit. That's just someone
Right.
saying, hey, give
Well,
me
no,
all
and we
your
talk
money.
about this all the time, like the amount of spam texts I get that are like,
Oh, sorry.
right. And I'm like, how
Yeah.
much of this do you have to do for,
Yeah.
how many thousands of texts do you send out for like one person to send you $50 or something? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
what goes on?
I know. People act like
There's a guy I discovered on YouTube, Kit Boga or some shit like that, but his whole YouTube channel and crew, he's got a whole crew that all they do is set up fake traps. They set up traps for scammers.
oh my God.
And then just do things to punish them.
I always think it's so funny whenever someone like, there'll be people that like answer a scam phone call and they just basically like piss them off to the point that they're like so
Yeah,
frustrated
yeah.
that they hang up. That shit's
know.
so funny.
That's
like,
hashtag goals.
There was one
One
person.
woman who was like, "Oh my god!" That's always very satisfying. Anyway, the dark half.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the funniest part of that was when she screamed and you heard the guy go.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
And that she was talking to him on like a giant iPad.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh
People
man.
who do phone calls on iPads it still doesn't make any sense to me.
I will be honest that it took me a minute to realize how to stop that from happening. 'Cause like
Yeah, your devices would sync or
yeah,
whatever.
my devices were synced, so like anytime someone would call,
Fuck that
it
shit.
would ring on my iPad and it would be so alarming because I'd be like and like I'd be like drawing or something and some rant and it was for my back when I had like I thought I would need a work number, whatever.
Right.
And so I had a different number for my work phone. And I mean, I do now, but it's just a Google number.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Anyway, and because that was like, I don't know what, but like obviously it was a phone that belonged to someone that was just given to me. So I would get so many calls and texts just from random people being like, hey, like, you haven't come into work for a few days. Like, what's going on? Or like, hey, you know, like adding me to like the group chat. There were so many fucking, like, I would get so many like, hey, like, you know, it's me. And I'd be like, sorry, wrong number. And they'd be like, who is this? And I'd be like,
Wrong number?
Yeah, I'm like, sorry.
My
And
name
they're
is
like,
wrong number.
and like a couple times, like there were like a few times that someone like texted me and I didn't respond. And like a few days later, they texted again. And then they would like, it was like very clear that they like didn't realize that it was the wrong number.
Yeah.
And so, or like a different number. And so I finally had to be like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I don't think you're texting the correct person. Like, I'm not who you're trying to text. And they were like, wait, what? And it was like, it was a slight back and forth of them being like, oh God, like, but then there was another one where after, for some reason, after I gave up the phone number, it was still connected to my iPad. Someone else got it. I would get all of their phone calls coming through my
What the fuck?
through like iMessage.
What?
Like they would be like FaceTiming me, and I'd be like, oh my God. And I would get everything that would come through as an iMessage. I would get it.
What?
And that was like that. I was like, I don't know how to shut this off because this is not my number. Like, I don't know. And so it was like jarring because it would be like just random people like FaceTiming me and like texting me. And there would be like, it would be very clear that there was a back and forth going on that I was not in because I was not the one texting them back.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And I was like, what? How is this fucking possible? But I think what it, like,
Because the phone line had fallen across a grave.
right. No, what had happened was the phone number that I was using was given to like a non-iPhone number.
Oh.
So like anybody with an iPhone that messaged me, it would go to them and me as an iMessage. Yeah. Fucking.
How'd you figure that out?
I figured that out because it was only happening with like iMessages, and it was very clear that it was only happening through like iPhones.
Yeah.
Trying to like FaceTime me, and like it was only like a couple, and it would be like group chats, or it would be a very weird fucking thing. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, the dark half. We've only been talking for half a fucking hour. Maybe the first 20 minutes will be patrons only. You're welcome. Anyway, I did not remember anything in this movie.
Nothing?
I remembered the one scene where what's his fuck, whose name I can't remember. What's his name? He's the cop.
Michael Rooker
and Timothy Hutton are like in a courthouse.
Oh, yeah.
Police station place, whatever. I don't know. They're just like
Yeah, I
in
think
like
it's a courthouse.
marble halls.
Yeah.
I remembered that only.
Jesus, after all this, I'm still a suspect.
Look, they know they can't hang last night's work on you. You were here. But they think maybe you're working with an accomplice.
Oh, now that is the craziest fucking thing I ever heard!
I wish I could say the same thing, Thad.
Did you think it was Law and Order or something? From Law and Order?
No, I just was like, what the fuck? Well, I remember that they were like talking, and I'm like, I didn't remember that.
That's wild.
Yeah, I didn't remember like anything that happens in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I think I remembered plot points, but I don't think I said this in the lobby. This is one of the few books that got adapted to screen that I actually read.
Yeah.
So as we were watching it last night, I was remembering plot points, but I couldn't tell you if it was because I was remembering the book or the last time we watched.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, well...
And all I really remembered was vaguely the ending with the birds pecking away the
Yeah,
house.
I did remember a bunch of birds at the end. like busting through the walls or something. But I didn't remember that there were two. I thought it was Timothy Hutton. And, like, I thought his dark half was just him. I didn't realize it was, like, a physical other person
I see.
at any
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I didn't remember the teratoma, the brain tumor teratoma. I did
remember that. That's reading the book is where I learned about that.
Yeah. Speaking of
term
teratoma.
and that they could grow.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know how accurate that was. You know, I didn't know if that was a horror conceit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I will say I think they can grow, like they can grow teeth and hair and shit like that, but I don't think they can have like a blinking
working eyeball?
Yeah. A working eye.
Resorbed.
But yeah, I didn't remember any of that. I didn't remember Beth Grant was in it. I didn't remember Robert Joy was in it. I didn't remember Amy Madigan. I didn't remember that they had twins. I didn't remember. All I remembered was that Michael Rooker was in it. And I was
I didn't even remember that. I remembered it was Timothy Hutton, but I didn't really remember that.
I remembered Timothy Hutton was in it.
Oh, but not that he was the main dude.
No, I knew he was the main dude, but I didn't remember anything that happened with him. I remember that he was like a teacher, but I think
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why you're so intent on interrupting me while I'm saying really important shit. Keith.
Z dreamed we had a commitment ceremony last night.
Well, it was like a surprise thrown for us, which is
I didn't understand that.
yeah, like someone like as a surprise.
What a concept.
They were like,
That's
yeah,
kind of sweet.
yeah, that's what it was like. Here, we're gonna put this thing, and it was just like a bunch of people got together and like just like kind of like just took pictures of us, like. Like we just stood up in front of everyone and we're like, we do like each other. And that was it. And it was like pictures and it was just such a sweet sort of like gesture. And what made me the happiest was that it wasn't legally binding.
Oh, okay.
Like it was not anything, like it was just ceremonial.
Just a celebration.
It was not, and I was like gonna send the photos to like Whoppy Crew and stuff like that. I was like, look guys.
Aw.
Yeah. Which
I'm flattered.
I don't know why it was so special to me in the dream. It was so meaningful in the dream.
Oh.
And I don't know why.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Anyway. But then I dreamed I was in the fucking Epstein files. And I was like, I don't understand
And
why.
that's why you couldn't get a job.
Yeah, I was like trying to get a job and they were like, you're in the Epstein files. And I was like, probably a lot of people are. And they were like, no, you're what you, they were saying it's like really, really bad what it was saying about me. And I was like, I don't understand what it could be. So I was trying to look, because you know how like the Epstein files are like available for everyone to look at or whatever. So I was like word searching my name and it was just giving me like improper, like it
Different spellings and
not different spellings, just like, you know how like if you Google something, like a whole phrase, sometimes it'll just like parse it, you know, and it'll show you like things that have like all the words but not put together. And you're like, what the fuck is this? It was like that. Like it was only showing me like part of my name. And I was like, this isn't my name. And I was just like...
word scrambles.
And then I was like...
anagrams of your name.
Yeah. And then I was like trying to like... There was like different sections. Like it was confusing because it was put together like a fucking old ass video game. Like you had to scroll, you know, through it. And it had these little like very like 2D archaic looking like fonts.
Nice.
That you had, and I'm like, and one thing was like a button that said fact, and I'm like, maybe if I go to the fact, like if I'm not like just because like the section I was in was like Family Guy, and I was like, this isn't, this isn't, yeah, I was like, this is not I was like, I don't think, and it was like a script for Family Guy that I was reading, and I was like, I'm not obviously not in this.
What the fuck?
So I went to Fact, and then it was still not showing me. And so I was like, I don't know what I could possibly be in these files that would like.
If I'm not in this Family Guy script and I'm not in fact section, then
I'm like, what's so bad? And I was like, I don't know how to dispute what it's saying if I can't see. Like, I don't know what it's, if I don't know the things it's saying about me, how can I say I didn't do them because I don't know what they are? Like, and I'm like, what if I'm the victim? Like I could be in there a lot, but it could be something happened to me that I don't know. And like, why are they just assuming? I don't know, man. Yeah.
amazing.
But that in my dream, that happened first, and then the wedding happened. So maybe that's why I was so happy.
Oh,
Because it was something to distract me from the Epstein files.
just a distraction, man.
Just a distraction. It's
Like
just
the Iran War. It was a distraction from the Epstein files.
Just it's all just a distraction. Have you ever thought about that? Like it's all just a distraction? Have you ever thought about it like that?
Hmm?
So
Yeah, little. That's my Mary Tyler Moore as Reverend Stroop.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the movie's just like Timothy Hutton as a young boy hears bird sounds and has a
Seizure.
teratoma in his brain with a walking eye, and they take it out, and Beth Grant is his mom.
I know it's your writing, Thad. This all started just about the same time you started with your stories. Sitting in the dark, squinting to see. Couldn't that be it, Doctor? Couldn't all this come from straining his eyes?
Possibly, but these sounds, these bird sounds he's hearing, sometimes a smell or a sound can be a sign of something more than eye strain. I don't think we have an emergency, but we'll have to watch it then. Want to be a writer, do you?
Yes, sir.
If he's so determined, you ought to buy the man a typewriter.
Oh, we have our eye on a used one. Been saving up for it. Maybe we ought to go ahead and buy it, huh, Thad?
But on the day his teratoma was born,
The
all the
angels got
sparrows
together
gathered round.
and decided to create a abortion troop.
Yep. Everybody sing along. You know how it goes.
You know. Keep going. Fuck.
Carpenters, who knew? Big king heads.
Big king heads. Okay. King heads. Okay. R.I.P. So they treat the teratoma like a dead baby and they bury it.
His parents, we find out.
Yeah, his parents, Beth Grant. His parents, Beth Grant.
Yeah, like...
I know, I do love that. He has a father somewhere, but we never see proof of that. It's just Beth Grant.
or
No
2
complaints.
scenes. Yeah, no.
We love Beth Grant.
Absolutely.
And
What happened?
I just remembered that you said Dorothy's wife was Michael Chifo.
I was hoping that's what it was. Because I just remember that too.
Oh. Oh. Take it away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lazy.
God, we're going to be done with the hoarders soon, and what am I going to do with myself? We're not going to have Dortho or Corey or Zazzy. Man. It's rough out there. So, he grows up and he becomes a writer who has a fake alter ego that writes stories that people actually want to read, and someone threatens to out
Somebody figures it out or finds out.
Someone threatens to out him if he doesn't pay them off, and he's like, I don't really know what to do. So he his wife is like, well, what if we just out you instead so that it's, totally under your control?
Which seems to be autobiographical.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
For Stephen King,
Yes, sorry.
not George A. Romero.
Amy Madigan.
Timothy Hutton. Timothy Dutton.
But there was a guy who worked for a bookstore in Washington, D.C., who read my books, who'd also read the Bachman books. And he wrote me a letter and said, I've looked in the Library of Congress, and I noticed that the copyrights for the Bachman books are held in the name Stephen King. Do you have anything to say about this? That was
the
it.
end.
The game was over, and so I simply owned up to it. But for a while there, Bachman was good. Bachman and I have collaborated on a novel now. He's a much nastier writer than I am.
I hate that his name is Thad.
Thad.
It just sounds like everybody's saying dad to me.
Well, I like
Why does
it.
everybody keep calling him Feg?
You haven't told that story, please.
No, yeah.
We've been saying fake a lot lately.
I know. It sounds like I'm just not saying a slur.
Yeah.
But it's from, I did a hearing test, I don't know, 6 months ago now.
Yeah, something like that.
And one of the things they test for is like if you hear, if you can distinguish between like TH and F and S and, these similar sounds.
Yeah.
And so the technician you wear a headset and the technician will say the word. And I'm in like this acoustic, room, and they're in the control booth and they're just saying these words, and I'm supposed to repeat what I hear. And there's one I just said feg. Turned out it was like peg or something, but I think I laughed after I said it because I'm like, I know that's not right, but that's what it sounded like.
I want to say pink vinyl fake. Oh my god, amazing!
Because here's the thing: is they were real words.
Yeah. They weren't just making shit up. They weren't like
sound
They weren't like
combinations.
flu.
Yeah, right.
Glug. Say it with me. Glug. Come on, it's funny. God.
Would have been if you picked a funnier sound. Didn't even have a K sound in it.
Klug. There we go.
Jack Klugman.
Burgess Meredith.
Who's in this movie as Julia Harris is the actress. What's she called? Billy or something?
Chauncey.
Chauncey Gardner. Where'd you go? Come back to me.
I was laughing at my own joke and I didn't want you to make fun of me. Okay.
Too
So
bad.
I was having a moment to myself.
Okay. All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Fucking fig. No, it's something like Bitsy or Clancy.
It's a
Clinky.
very male butch name.
It's like Chauncey, Choosy.
What's wrong with you? Chauncey Choosy.
Chicksy, Chickasy, Fricassy. Just get to it.
I would love to.
I'm not interrupting you from looking at IMDb. Bull ass. Fig.
Reggie.
My first boyfriend's
Chauncey.
name. Chauncey.
Chinggis. Chalupa.
Oh man.
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait? Remember when you said enchilingo? Oh God, what was it? Baby Dominguez Enchilingo McKinney?
Is that a thing?
Was that what you called your poop?
I don't recall.
Baby
It's Rabbi.
Seamus O'Lan.
Because imagine, what if And Irish was a Jewish rabbi.
No, it's his full name. That's
First name Rebbe.
Yes, that's his full name.
I don't even remember where that came from.
It's just
Just riffing.
just me riffing. I just came up with a name.
I wrote it down in Sharpie
I know.
on graph paper. Put some Mingus on, won't you, lad?
Oh fuck. No, but you're Bebe. No, yeah, Bebe Dominguez and Chilingo McKinney is what you called your poop.
Welcome to the world.
Look for it. I'm gonna look for it because I'm.
Which ties in because of Robert Joy in this movie.
Oh wait, actually, Bebe Dominguez and Chilingo McKinney Snyder.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well,
what it was. Hyphenated.
Good.
Well, it's a oh girl, that thing is swinging. So, so one of the reasons why Bebe Dominguez is so important to us is because Robert Joy. He's in this movie.
I just said that.
Okay, and in the movie Resurrection, he holds a baby over the edge of a building in the pouring rain, a newborn baby over
A la Blanket Jackson.
and the baby's name is, they call it Bebe Dominguez, and because the baby's last name is Dominguez, I guess. And this baby shouldn't survive. It's already dead by the time it's being hanged over the fucking edge of it. It's drowned to death because there's no way that this in the pouring
They're on a
rain,
rooftop in the pouring in a downpour.
and they're just like swinging this thing around. It ain't surviving, and they act like the baby's just fine. And
What is it? Why do I always flash on Tom Noonan in a similar scene? What's that from?
because he was in the Last Action Hero, I think,
Is that what
on
it
a
is?
rooftop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. R.E.P. also.
R.I.P. Yeah. Also, who else died? Is someone in this movie dead?
All of them. Royal Dano. This was his last film.
Oh, right. Royal Dano. That just sounds like you made some pudding in the 50s.
Okay. Wow.
You agree with me, right?
Made some pudding in the 50s.
Does it not sound like some like 1950s?
Oh, are you thinking of Dannon?
Yeah, maybe. Royal Jelly.
Canadian. Oh, Royal Jelly is produced by bees.
Point being, I know my... Where did it go? I don't even know where it went.
Entomologist.
Entomologist. Bebe Dominguez and Chilingo.
I mean etymologist. Shit.
Entomologist?
Entomologist.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Closer I am to...
The closer I am to crotch.
I went to the doctor. I went to the... You know, because Indigo Girls.
I don't know.
Lesbian.
Oh, okay. Oh, because your penis is gay.
Yeah.
Gay for girls.
Yeah.
Like most penises.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Because it's a pretty brunette. Yours is not brunette, though.
I know.
You have blonde tendrils.
God. So mean.
What? Tendrils, right? That's like They hang. What? Is that not?
Data, I'm your friend. I'm not going to sit here and take this abuse.
Okay. Timothy Hutton's Gagortion
As
gets
part
mad.
of them getting ahead of the George Stark, which is his pseudonym, they do this whole... He calls his agent and publisher or whatever, and they do a whole... They get a guy from Newsweek,
Oh, is that what
and
it
they
is?
do a photo shoot where they have a fake grave for
Fig.
George Stark. And, wouldn't you know it? It just happens to be on the Beaumont family plot where, turns out it's where they buried the teratoma.
Like a real...
And next day, there's a hole in the ground, dear Liza.
What I like is the parents make a big deal about the burying it like a real baby, but they don't give it a headstone and they don't tell him.
It's not a marked grave at all.
Yeah, it's not a marked grave. And also, it's...
Only the doctor knows this?
Yeah. You know, the person that would bury a chunk of cells. This is a great pro-life.
Craziest thing.
It's a great pro-life film.
Good positive message.
All teratomas are alive. This and Monticello. No. Maleficence.
You always make it harder.
Malevolent. Is that what it was?
Well, that's a movie, but not the wrong one.
Oh. What's it called?
Malignant?
Malignant. You always make it harder. Bitch, I don't make it harder. I don't know. Like, I'm not...
you go for a word that's harder to pronounce.
That's fine, but in my head, I don't know the word that's easier to pronounce. So I don't know. Like...
Beside the point.
Malignant. Okay. See, it just doesn't stay there, you know? It goes away.
So I call it maligno. Yeah, disappointing. George Stark doesn't have electricity powers.
Yeah.
Or backwards walking.
Yeah.
Upside down powers.
Oh, God, I hated that movie.
What?
I know.
Here are my top hated films. Malignant. Tenet. The end. 6 Feet Under.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica. Lost.
I hate Malignant, Under the Skin, Gone Girl, Tenet. There's another one I'm not thinking of that pissed me off. But
I
that's
remember
not
really hating Your Friends and Neighbors when I saw it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Don't.
I won't.
Yeah, anyway, George Stark is alive and breathing and murdering people who were connected to putting the news out of his death.
Yeah.
The rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
The episode of Lower Decks where they dress like...
Yeah.
Like, oh God, why can't I think of his name?
I don't know. You're not asking the right question.
They go on the holodeck and they both dress like.
Does this help?
I mean, I know who it is, but I can't remember the name.
What does Guinan say?
Guinan says Mr. Clemens, but what's his name?
Samuel.
Samuel Clemens, but his pen name.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. They both dress like Mark Twain to settle debates. It's a great one because
I just like it when they try to do it with the Noskin or whatever.
Yeah.
And you, sir, are as clever as an alley cat on his 10th life.
I am but a humble crumb on the biscuit of your wit, sir.
I say I can't believe two charming devils such as ourselves were ever at odds, my identical friend.
Yeah, for some reason, when we're both Mark Twain, we seem to be able to really find common ground without any lingering resentment. To paraphrase the old rail splitter, a house divided in twain cannot stand.
Okey-dokey.
Anyway,
Yeah, the movies. It exists and it's there and it's yeah. No, I think it's a fun King watch. I was a little
decent adaptation.
Yeah, I think I was a little distracted by the fact that like there's seemingly no proof that it's not Thad doing everything.
Well, except there eventually becomes.
Well,
they talk on the phone.
Yes, but
And the police are present for it.
the police are present for it, but he implies that he was working for Thad, right? On the phone or whatever.
I guess, yeah.
And then they say it could have just been a recording of you.
Right.
So they don't believe that it's someone else. And like then
Up until when he shows up and holds the wife and kids hostage,
yeah.
Alan Panghorn is like, if you see this fool, fucking bring him in.
Yeah.
But then he gets to the house and he's like, oh my God, there's so many birds. I guess he was right all along.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Even when he sees him getting pecked apart, he doesn't know who that fuck
Yeah, exactly.
that is.
I know.
Like, by the time he gets there, the birds are already halfway through, which I do love that scene. It was
Absolutely.
pretty great because some of the bird, like they use real birds. Like obviously some of it is like, superimposed.
Composite.
Yeah. But there's like a few scenes where you can see like the birds inside the rib cage, like
So good.
going into the like skull and shit like that, and fluttering around, and I loved that. I was like, oh, this is badass. I almost wish that they used less composite birds in
Yeah,
those
I know.
scenes so that we could see that happening
Right.
more. But I get why they did it because they wanted it to look chaotic
Yeah.
and overwhelming. But still,
Christopher Nolan, have you seen this film? Anyway. I as much as I love to shit on Tenet, I will always make fun of him for Dunkirk, even though I've never seen it.
yeah.
Anyway,
My favorite thing about Dunkirk was finding out that in order to be realistic and not use CGI, he made it look. It basically downplayed what Dunkirk actually looked like and made it look absolutely unrealistic
that's
in
why.
the sense, and that's very funny to me.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
this guy's got one joke.
It's not a joke. It's the fact that you're and your penis constantly staring at me, and I have to acknowledge their existence. And you say it's a joke, or that you don't know how to help me.
What if the scrote was on the other eyeball?
This is what I say to you all the time. You do the same fucking thing, and you say, That's because you have a scrote and balls and a penar. You touch them more than I do.
Anyway, the Big Finish is worth it. I feel like it's not a bad movie.
No, yeah.
I like it. I think this watch through, I'm like, wow, there's actually some really interesting themes that are brought up, but not really explored that much.
Yeah.
And like, also I had the issue with this that like, I think we talked about it with the Dark Crystal of like, okay, well, you can't actually destroy the bad part.
Yeah.
You have to make peace with it.
Yeah. Well, I thought that's what happens in the end, kind of. Like what made, because the implication is like what made the teratoma come to life was that he wanted it to. He didn't want George Stark to go away. He wanted George Stark to stay alive, and that like brought him, so like his own internal struggle with this like wanting to have an outlet to be bad is what brought him to life. And at the end, he says, like, I know that I'm going to survive this. And he's like, why? And he's like, because I don't actually want you around anymore. And I think I'm not saying they do a great job. I'm not saying they do a great job, but to me, that implies that he is like made peace with his own internal, like, you know, he acknowledges these aspects of himself.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that had been more.
And because he does this, he goes upstairs, like, in a lot of ways, not being sure which one is going to come out the other side. So I think that the implication is not that, like, evil must die or, like, the bad one. It's just, like, both things can't exist at once. And, like, I do feel like it's more like they can only... Because, like, I don't know if you remember this, but, like, they do, like, a weird thing of, like, making Timothy Hutton, like, clumsy.
Yeah.
Like, he'll, like, knock into stuff and trip over stuff. And then at the end...
Right.
George trips over something and he's like, it's you now. Like, you're the weaker one now. And, like, to me, that implication is that, like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like, it was like when they were separated, it was more evident that one of them was, you know, it's like they had, like, to come together, like, to be separate, it brings out the clumsiness in Thad and the machismo of George Stark, you know, but, like, anything that they do, like, anything that happens to one of them happens to both of them for the most part. And, like, so it proves that they're, like, one entity, and when they come together, it's, you know, it's a blend. You know, when one of them goes away, it's not just going to mean that, like, the other one is just there, you know, as it has survived and nothing, you know.
Okay.
That's all. That's all I...
The sparrows carrying him off to the world of the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. I'd be interested to read the book, though. I haven't read it. But you have. Is that how it ends? Do you remember? I don't know why I'm yelling at you.
I don't remember the ending.
Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, probably. If you're interested in Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, if you like Stephen King.
Surprisingly, for this era, Stephen King doesn't make a cameo.
You're right. Wow.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
And I guess Romero did this screenplay. Like,
yeah, he did the screenplay, directed it, yeah, which is interesting, I think. That's probably why. I always feel like when someone else adapts a King story, it can become much better as a film. Like, the books, Stephen King does an okay job with the books. Terrible with endings. Almost always. He's just doesn't know how to end, which is, like, you know, that's fair. It's a difficult thing. But if Stephen King writes it or someone tries to stay too true to the novel, it will not be good because what Stephen King does is so unique to his writing style that you can't translate it into a movie or, like, into a visual without completely destroying it. And...
Or as you point out, make the mistake of being too literal.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, you can't make a visual of someone using a lot of imagery in writing because it's like, it's almost like mixing metaphors.
Right.
And then trying to make it literal. And it's like, it's not going to make any fucking sense, you know? So I think anytime someone jumps off from the Stephen King, like Dr. Sleep, excellent. And even, you know, I know that Stephen King isn't a fan, but The Shining is really good because it does not adhere to the book. It, you know, Dr. Sleep is a sequel to The Shining movie, not to it's not a literal adaptation of Dr. Sleep, the book. Because Dr. Sleep, the book, is a sequel to the book, The Shining. So they make it a different thing. They turn it into a different thing. They do different things with it because they wanted it to make more sense to someone going from The Shining to Doctor Sleep, the film. Like the film The Shining to, they decided to make the media, it equal to the sequel to The Medium or whatever, as opposed to just the book.
Right.
And I think that is why it is what it is, because they did something different.
I mean, Flanagan, dude.
Yeah, well, also, Mike Flanagan.
Well, I mean, like, his stuff is clearly, like, if he's not directly doing a King adaptation, he's clearly inspired very fundamentally
for sure,
by seemingly the books and the movies, Like,
yeah.
So, but, like, like, where it seems like he really gets it, Like, it's not just...
Yeah. I always forget that Flanagan did movies before.
Yeah.
Because he did...
fucking Oculus, right?
I know. I'm always like, that's why that movie's so good. Because he does a great... This is what I say this every single time, because he focuses more on the characters than he does on, like, how to make something feel scary. He's like, what would scare you for this character to, like, what would be scary for this character to go through? So, like, he's making you so invested in the characters that anything that happens to them feels terrifying because you care about them.
Right.
And it works so well, and it pulls people in because he understands that, like, if you're not connected to a character, you're not going to give a shit if they fucking die.
Yes.
And the point is to make you give a shit what happens to them so that when they die or when they come close to it, you're scared because you give a shit. And I'm like, brilliant. Anyway.
Well, and King especially loves to do... This thing happened to me as a child.
Yeah.
And now it's coming up again.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is a great formula because it's also just perfectly...
Yeah.
Freudian in the sense that, like...
Yes. Yeah.
Psychologically, that's so much of being an adult.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's you gotta shit'll keep coming up again unless you deal with it.
Yeah. And like, right. And like a lot of his stuff, I think, feels scary because he will, remind you of what it felt like when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So
no,
both King and Flanagan do that. Like, remember how horrible this was when you were a kid. Remember how scary this was when you were a kid. And now that you're an adult, you think that it's not the same. You think that you can't be scared in the same way, but it's not true because what scares you as a kid scares you as an adult.
Yeah.
But would you recommend? Did I say that already?
You did, and I said probably.
Yeah, same. I think if you like Timothy Hutton, if you like Stephen King, if you like ridiculous horror, if you like some body horror stuff, this is good. I think this is a good King / body horror introduction. Like, it's not totally...
Yeah, it's a good way of framing it, I think.
So if you're like, oh, I don't know if I'll like, I think this is a good, like,
the ending is
a little deeper territory than like your not baby's first horror movie, but maybe like if you're like, I'm curious to go a little deeper.
Yeah, dip your toes in or start wading in a little deeper. Yeah. For sure. I think that's a good... It's not... There's some really effective couple jump scares.
Yeah.
Sort of. So kudos there because they were... Still got me, even though I kind of... you kind of get a sense that something's coming. But Romero does a good job of fucking with your expectation just enough.
Yeah.
But that's... I remember like two that really are. I'm like, whoa, really jarring.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time, like, partially because the only thing I would put in the same realm is the teratoma scene.
Yeah.
At the beginning, the ending is so much different than the rest of the movie. You know, like it's shocking.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
I don't think it's out of place or doesn't fit. It's not like a huge leap that you have to...
No. It's
I mean, it kind of feels like that, but not really. I mean, like, he definitely makes sure you never forget about the birds, and that continues to ramp up,
Yeah.
So that's effective, but like the picking apart of, and it goes on for so long. Like,
Yeah.
it's great, and then they fly away with the
I know. With the
rib cage, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Timothy Hutton did a good job of like playing two characters,
Yeah.
but and I don't know who to chalk it up to, him or Romero or King, but like Thad is so boring. I don't give a shit about anything that he does.
Yeah.
And again, this is not this movie's fault. I just kept seeing other actors. I wanted to like, as soon as George Stark shows up, I'm like, it's Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. So I just really wanted it to be Michael Keaton, and I know he could do it. Obviously,
Yeah. Well,
obviously,
yeah. Obviously.
Come on. There's my favorite character was the photographer.
My God. I
his
take
name?
pictures of teddy bears.
Gamach. Teddy bears, an American way of death. He's so good. That's such a good character.
I'm doing a series of photographs. You might be interested in this. Photographs of teddy bears lying in coffins. I want to make them into a book. The final perfect comment on the American way of death. All this folderol we put ourselves through. Hate funerals. Hate any kind of folderol.
Homer Gamach. It sounds like somebody creating, like making the most offensive, like a mafioso name.
Also, it sounds like a character I would create.
Oh, okay.
Nonsensical and a little
right.
offensive. Unknowingly.
It must be noted that Amy Madigan is married to Ed Harris, who played Alan Panghorn, the sheriff, in Needful Things.
Which also had
Amanda Plummer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I this watch through, knowing these actors more, I was kind of a letdown.
Love it.
Because I'm like, nobody really gets to shine. I feel like. I mean, Timothy Hutton gets to play George Stark, so that's of course like.
Which it said he like was a real. Some of the trivia was like George Romero said that he like basically was an asshole and quit multiple times.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Timothy Hutton? You're a bitch.
Like, I felt like there wasn't all that much contrast between them, which is fine, Thad and George, I mean.
Okay.
Also, I feel like, okay, anyway, but yeah, other than the photographer, I'm like, nobody stands out.
That's fair.
Michael Rooker, I like him so much, but he was very boring character.
Yeah, agree.
I guess that's all I had to say.
Yeah.
No. Halfway. We're halfway.
It's almost making me want to watch Needful Things again, even though we suffered through the first time, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I just remember... I guess I don't remember anything at all.
It's got...
I forgot Amanda Plummer was in it.
It's got who's the guy?
Ed Harris.
No. Different guy. E.T. Knock Knock's dad?
No, he's in it.
Tell me his name. It's got his dad.
Mark Gaddis?
No. Gaddis is played Mycroft. Holmes. That's Gaddis. That's who Gaddis is.
Mark.
Fucking shit.
I keep seeing Mark Alamo, and I know that's not him. Mark. God damn it. You could just Google, oh, never mind. I was going to say the name of the character he played on Supernatural, but I don't remember the name.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
His dad's in it as the priest.
I didn't remember that at all. God, I don't remember anything. See what I'm saying?
And
you can't do that to me and then get mad that I put the mic up to hear it's...
I can, in fact, will. And is James Mason in it?
I thought so. But is that...
That's Salem's Lot.
I know he looks like me, hates work like me, and walks like me. He's even got a twin like me. My evil twin, bad weather friend. I know someday I'll meet him, but I don't know where or when.
You made some pudding in the 50s.